Hey, what's up everybody? Lawler here, and a lot to kind of talk about before RLCS ends up starting actually today. For those that are unaware or are not sure, this video is going to be covering pretty much everything you need to know before you start watching RLCS, which starts in actually just a couple hours here. But before we get to that, if you guys enjoy the content that we put up here, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, as well as hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the videos that we drop out. And if you guys are feeling generous, all of the social medias that are on rotation showing below me on my side, you can go down to the description below and give those all a like and a follow. So today's video is going to be me just kind of breaking down the things that you guys can do to better educate yourself, to make yourself ready for the next season of RLCS. RLCS will be starting season 10 or RLCS X today. It is going to be starting on the European region and is going to essentially be non-stop for the next 9 months. There's not going to be really too many of breaks for you to catch a breather, other than like the trade windows where these teams are kind of swapping the rosters before they hit the next stretch of the season. The best thing you can do, the things I recommend, and the whole point of this is if you actually go to my YouTube videos, all the information that you really need is in here. I do not expect you to watch every single one of these videos. It's way too much content, but there is 3 that I highly recommend. Probably the first and most important is there is one here, and all of these that I'm talking about will be found in the description down below. But the first one is going to be about me explaining the format. Obviously, with RLCS X starting, there is a brand new circuit style format, and that is a lot of information. It's super confusing with the fact that there's now multiple splits or seasons throughout the year. There's different formats. There's also this thing called the grid. What does all that mean? So this video and all these things I said, like I mentioned, will be down in the description below. I recommend watching the format video so you understand exactly what these guys are trying to work towards. These are basically the things that they are trying to accomplish over the course of the next X amount of months, and how they go about doing that. To couple with that, you can also watch a video I put out a couple days ago where it explains the new roster rule, because it's no longer a 2/3 rule, it's a 3/4 rule, the tiebreakers, the point system, the prize pool, all the specifics that are not talked about in the format. The format is more of a broad spectrum of how the overall storyline is going to play out, while the new roster rule, the tiebreakers, the formats, the specifics actually go into the nitty gritty of this is how many teams there are, this is where they're playing, this is how they're playing, these are the dates, all the specifics that you need to know on how to follow through. The last one, and probably the most important video I'd recommend, is the one right next to it, which is all the RLCS X roster changes. Because there is now 32 teams into the fall split, that is a whole lot of teams, and the more difficult part is out of all the RLCS and RLRS teams that we're kind of paying attention to, 3 kept their rosters the same. It's a 35-minute video, but it goes over in detail what the roster used to be after Season 9, how their offseason went, what their roster is going into Season 10. So those 3 videos I think are ones that are really, really important. If you don't really care about kind of keeping up to date day to day and everything else, a couple other good ones is about Rocket League going free to play, and there's some other things here and there, but for the most part, I would recommend in order, watch the format and details, then I would watch the tiebreaker, the point system breakdown, the roster rules, and all that kind of stuff, and then I would educate yourselves about the rosters, just so you know what they are. When you guys watch the first broadcast, you're like, wait, why the heck is this player on this? Why is Scrub Killer no longer on Mouse? Now he's on Singularity, but they're not Singularity anymore. They're now called Guild. Who's Guild? What is this? So that video I think is really important. But to further exemplify that, I'm going to be doing watch parties this entire time. So if you guys do have those questions, you can always come to me and I will do my best to answer them. But I do recommend, if you want to do yourself a favor, go and watch these videos. They're there to help. That's the reason why I make them. Next up, an easy way to follow along with what is all going down. I talked about this in last video. Liquipedia is a fantastic resource. If you go to Liquipedia on the Rocket League page, link to this will also be down in the description. At the very top, it talks about RLCS as a fall split. The fall major is what they're working towards. They're trying to go to an international event, which probably isn't going to happen due to COVID, but this is what they are working towards. So the fall major, if you click on that, will allow you to see how everything breaks down for fall, whether it be Europe, North America, OCE, or South America. We still don't have details on South America, and they give a little bit of a description of what it is. Also talks about all the broadcast talent, which I'll talk about next, and then the prize pool distribution. But more importantly, if you go to the specific regions, and in this case Europe, because it is the one that is up first, it tells you the days that they start and how everything is going to play out. The first one to go down is on August 1st, today. the point breakdown, and all the teams, all 32 of them that end up getting involved. The other thing they do is they also have the teams broken down into groups, and the difficulty that they don't tell you is how these matches are going to be played. I ended up looking up, and we had some help in chat today during my stream. Technically, chat was yesterday when I streamed this, but yesterday when I ended up doing this, we kind of broke down how things are going to work. There's going to be 33 matches played, and that feels really awkward because there's 8 teams. So today is going to be Group A and only Group A, and they're going to go through all 5 rounds of this. There is 8 teams, and what is happening, if you guys are unaware of the format, which is why I recommend going back and watching that video, is there is a Swiss-style format. And what that means is a team that is 1-0 will play another team that is 1-0, and they'll keep doing that until they hit a certain threshold of wins or losses. Go into the specifics of Group A for Stage 1. That is Group A, very first stage. Stage 2 will be Group B. So we have 8 teams, and they're all playing each other. These matches we will not see. It is just 8 matches they're not going to show, partially because the broadcast would be way too long if it was. It's a lot of matches to cover. Like I mentioned, 33 in total. We'll be able to watch 15 of them. So the way that this is going to work, and I know this gets confusing, so I apologize, but stay with me. August 1st will start at 12 p.m. Eastern. When that happens, these matches will already be played. The first 8 matches are done. After that, they're going to separate them. The teams that are 1-0 are going to go on this side. The teams that are 0-1 are going to go on this side. Same thing again. 2-0 on this side, 0-2 on this side, 1-1 in the middle. Now, this is where those thresholds come into play. If a team is 3-0 or 0-3, they have either promoted or are done. Once you hit that 3-game threshold, you have proven through this system that you move on into the next stage. So that's why there is less teams here, and then even more so in round 5. There's going to be 2 streams going on at the same time to cover more matches, which I know this just makes more confusing. But on one stream in rounds 2, 3, and 4, they're going to cover 2 matches, and in 2, 3, and 4 on the other stream, they will also cover 2 matches. Out of the 30 matches possible, out of all of these, we'll be able to watch 12 total across 2 streams. In the very end, when it gets down to round 5, these are the teams that are like 2-1 or 1-2, or the ones that are just barely holding on, or the teams that are 2-2, I should probably say. On the A stream, it'll be 2 matches, and on the B stream, it'll be 1 match. So all encompassing, out of the 33 matches possible, we'll be able to watch 15 of them. All of these matches will go down today, August 1st, completely done, because they have to do Group B on another day. Same thing. It's a lot of games. So for those asking how this is going to play out, I talk about how there's 2 streams. The easiest way to do this is one of 3 ways. The third way is kind of cheeky, but stay with me. Number 1, if you want to watch the A stream or the main channel with all the commentators that you're used to, you can watch it on twitch.tv/Rocket League like you always do. That is going to be with Leaf as the host, Gibbs, James Bott, Achieves, Wavepunk. They've also added officially Shogun and Johnny Boy. They helped at the tail end of last season, but they have been officially brought on as part of the RLCS commentary team. That is going to cover a majority of the matches. That's where all the probably highlight matches will be. In partnership as well with E-League TV. E-League is the team that has been something that we've seen in the past. They help with securing sponsors and promotions and the CRL stuff. But E-League will also be running a stream on twitch.tv/E-League TV. Again, all these links will be found down below. On that stream is going to be the rival series casters you guys are used to. People like F-Dot, Subi, Stax, Dazzler from CRL will be over there. Guys that are coming over from the rival series, but they're also adding in addition Cole and Stumpy from Subpar and HD, and Marky Duda, former world champ of Flipside Tactics. Marky has also done 1 casting gig in the past. I think it was for Eurocup alongside me, Turtle, and James, if I'm correct. I don't know, it was a month ago. There's been a lot of stuff going on. My recommendation, because I'm a little biased here, and this is the third option, because you guys would be like, well, Lawler, you said 3 options. What do we do? The third option is you can come to my channel. If you go to twitch.tv/Lawler, same thing, 12 p.m. Eastern. I will do what is called a multi-stream and basically act as this is an NFL red zone. I'm going to take both streams displayed at the exact same time and both matches at the exact same time. So you don't have to figure out what the heck's going on. You don't have to listen to two things of commentary. It is going to be me kind of focusing on the important parts of both ends to make sure you guys get all the content that you need. And then we will sit down together and try to find a way to make a YouTube video as a summarization of what went down that way. And then we'll put those on YouTube for you guys here that are watching right now to enjoy. So you can tune in live on either twitch.tv/Rocket League, twitch.tv/eLeague TV, or you can come to my channel, twitch.tv/Lawler, and watch both of them. I will also provide a link, so if you guys want to watch them both at your own time with a multi-stream link, you can do that as well. If you guys have any additional questions, things that you need to know, the videos have probably been made somewhere in my YouTube channel. Go back and look for them, or don't be afraid to leave a comment and ask all those questions, comments, concerns. Drop those down below. I will do my best to answer them, even when we are on stream tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/Lawler. Please come join us. But that is going to wrap it up for me. If you guys do have anything that you need to know, let me know. Otherwise, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, as well as hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the best Rocket League news here on YouTube. See you guys, chat, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.